did it. I went back to training after 5 months. 5 months almost of not training, of inactivity, of going to the gym a handful of times maybe, and going for a walk once or twice, and that's it. No Zumba, no exercise, being pretty much sedentary. I bit the bullet and I went back to training, and I feel so good. I can't even explain how good I feel. It's such a silly thing because I was so scared to go back and to make this jump back into it, and I don't know why. I don't know what for. It's the silliest thing. Everyone's there for themselves. Everyone's trying to work on themselves. Nobody's looking at you when you walk in thinking, wow, that girl hasn't been here in months. What happened to her? Oh, look at her. She gained weight. Nobody even remembers because everyone is so focused on themselves. And I wasn't going to go until next month. In my mind, what I was going to do was get prepared at the gym and start walking and start jogging and sort of get back into shape so that I could go to training. That didn't happen, number one. And number two, that's stupid because training, even though I was going pretty hardcore towards the end, training is something that you can work up to and you don't have to go hardcore, and I can make it my own pace and I can speak up and say, no, this is too hard. I'm not going to do this, because I've done that before and I've told him, no, I'm not doing 100 squats. I'll do as many as I can and then I'm going to stop. It's like I can use my own voice. There's nothing to be afraid of going back to working out and getting back into it. And I want to say I wish I'd done this earlier, but I don't think I was ready. I don't know. I had texted my trainer and I said, give me a text next month. Give me like a month. I want to get back in shape and then I'll come back to you. And he never responded. I don't know if he was away or if he didn't get it or if he figured, okay, I'll just do it. But then today I left work early to go get my nails done. And I think the thing that made me do it and why I'm so proud of myself is because we had gone out to lunch today for a coworker's last day. And naturally, I ate some not good foods. We went to this place called 110 Grill, and I got some chicken marsala ravioli. So not that healthy, right? In my mind, I was thinking, I have all the leftovers, so I can eat those tonight. And also, my other coworker gave me her leftover pasta, and she said I could have those. And I'm thinking, all right, I can eat those. I have all this food for tonight for dinner. But then in my mind, I was thinking, well, if I do that, I can already feel that I'm starting to plan on snowballing and going back down and going back to that road where, well, because I ate something bad for lunch and bad for dinner, I might as well give up. And I stepped on the scale yesterday. I've been sort of eating a little healthier lately. Nothing big, but making some changes. I've gone out to breakfast a couple times with my boyfriend, and normally I'd get potatoes and toast and have a few bites and give the rest to him and whatever. And instead, I've been getting fruit and no potatoes and no bread. And the other day I got an egg white omelet with avocados in it, and it was delicious. And again, I didn't really eat the potatoes and stuff. So I've been making definitely healthier choices than normal. And I stepped on the scale today just to kind of see where I was, because I feel a little bit thinner and I feel like I've lost weight, and it was the same exact amount. And I've done this long enough to know that I shouldn't let the scale rule me, but there was an ounce of that, oh, well, I haven't even lost any, what's the point? But realistically, I have to challenge those thoughts. In therapy, we talk about challenging those thoughts where I think, well, I already messed up today. I'm gonna just mess up tomorrow too, and forget it. Maybe I'll start my diet in the summer when it's nicer out or whatever. It's challenge those thoughts and say, no, I know I messed up for lunch, or I know maybe I didn't eat the most healthy, but how about instead of eating the leftovers, throw them away, give them to somebody. I don't want them sitting in my fridge. So I already called my boyfriend and told him and said, I have leftovers for you. I'm telling you this out loud because I don't want to eat them. And if they're sitting in my fridge and I'm hungry, I'm gonna be tempted to eat them. So they're yours. And what I'm gonna do when I get home is actually put them in the downstairs refrigerator so that when I open my refrigerator, they're not right there. And I'd have to actually use effort to go downstairs and get them. and they're not just right in front, you know, so I can grab them and put them in the microwave. So I'm making it harder on myself. And I have to be proud of myself. I got there, I went to training, and it felt so good. It felt so good to see my trainer. I haven't seen him in a few months, you know, and after my mom died, it's like I just gave up, and now I'm at 246 for my weight. And you know, and the interesting thing is that there's a couple there that's been training there since I have. I've seen them, you know, I saw them a few months ago. I've seen them in the past year and a half that I've been training on and off, and they looked so good. And the girl kind of has a similar body shape to mine a little bit, where she's like wider on the bottom, big belly, big hips, stuff like that. And she looked so good today. And you know what she reminded me of? She reminded me of a little bit my body when I lost all that weight, and when I, not when I lost all the weight, but when I started training and like transforming my body. And the interesting thing was, I went up to her and her husband and I said, "You guys look great." And I was like, "How much have you lost?" And she said, "Well, you know, in the past 2 months, I've only lost 10 pounds. And she said, "But I'm trying not to let the scale rule my mind, because I'm transforming my body, and my body's transforming." And it's so true. That, like, it hit me like a light, because I think of the pictures of me when I was training, when I was 215 and I wasn't losing weight, and I kept saying, "AJ, like, I'm not losing weight. This is so frustrating." And he was like, "Yeah, but you're gaining muscle, and your body looks good." I felt good, but I didn't feel like I had really lost weight or like looked that much better. Now, having gained, 35 pounds, I look back and I'm like, wow, I really did look good. I really did look, even though I weighed 215 pounds, I definitely didn't look like it. My body looked like in shape, and it just looked really good. And it's like you never appreciate it until you look back. But that's what she reminded me of, and I was like, oh my God. I said, "No, keep it up. You look so good. I've been there. Now I'm trying to get back to where you are right now." And it was kind of like this light bulb moment for me. And I don't know, maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe I was supposed to run into her today and kind of be like, okay, and stop worrying about the numbers. As a female, she even said it, we're so worried about numbers and the scale isn't moving and I'm not losing weight. And it's not about that. It can't be about that. It can't, because weight fluctuates so much. And I know that logically, but emotionally, we're trained to kind of think that not losing weight is a bad thing, means that we're not having any progress. So it was real eye-opening for me, and I'm so happy that I decided to go to training, and my legs were jiggly and they feel like Jello, and all I could do was keep smiling because it feels so good. And I was just concentrating on me, and working out is the one thing I can do for myself. It's not a relationship. It's not it's not my child. It's not a friendship. It's not food. It's like the one positive thing I have where I can do this all on my own, and I have to push through, and I have to accomplish this. My body, my mind has to accomplish this on my own, and no one else is going to be there to help me. And I forgot how empowering that feels. And I've been in such a rut, and I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, I'll see you and hope to have a loss next week. And I'm not even going to focus on weight right now. I can't. I'm not going to focus on anything big right now except for just getting back to working out. That's my only goal right now, is to getting back in the gym, going to training. That's my goal right now, and that's what I can handle, and that's okay. And today is the first time in a very long time that I have been proud of myself. I've been so consumed with my mom's death and the sadness and the depression and the how am I going to live the rest of my life. And I thought this year would be a lot better. I thought once January hit that would be all gone, and it's not gone. And January and February were really hard months for me. And I just finally feel like after today, I'm sort of like, I don't know why I keep saying today, like I'm Canadian. After today, I just feel, I feel accomplished, I feel good, and I feel proud of myself. And I have not felt proud of myself in probably about a year, maybe more than, maybe like 8 months ago. So, man, I'm just, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling the high. And I want to remember this for a long time.